This is gonna be good.
Live from Phoenix, Arizona, it's Steve Summers. Hey, how are you doing? What do you say we get it going? Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? All right, here we go. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Here we go now, come on. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now I look at the night and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. You know the words to this? And when I hurt, the burden runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when I'm holding you? Touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Here we go now. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good, so good, so good, so good. I've been inclined to believe they never would, but now yeah. All right, if you know the words at home, sing with me now. Here we go. Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline. To believe they never would. Come on, Sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good. Hello, friend. Welcome to the show today. It is Monday. My nose is itching again. It seems like every time I start singing, my nose starts itching on a Monday. I don't know if that's like is that the gods above that are making my nose itch? I have no idea. I am so glad you're with me today. It's you and I together, sponsored in part by our wonderful friends over at Link Senior. Thank you so much for making it happen. Wow, what a weekend around here. I hosted an egg hunt on Easter weekend. It was a lot of fun. City of Goodyear. It was a lot of fun on Saturday. Absolutely enjoyed that. Did a couple of outdoor parties. One was an event over at EMR, not too far away down the road here at Estrella Mountain. Did a food truck night, and then also enjoyed entertaining the folks over at Mira City in Surprise here in Arizona. Always so much fun. I'm so glad you're here on our television version of all this. Yeah, we actually make time to actually do a television show 3 times a week here on YouTube, and I'm so glad you're with me today. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Was it okay? Happy belated Easter to many of you who celebrate Easter, and to some others too as well. I hope you had a great weekend. Coming up, we've got a few birthdays. They're very, very interesting. A few birthdays today. I want to also thank those watching the show today. Let's see, Lois said she's watching today. Tom is watching as well. We sure appreciate that. You know, it is, of course, March into spring here on our show. What a great way to get things started out. Mr. Paul Anka made this song a big, huge hit. You might remember it goes something like this. Oh, we go back. Love those songs of the past. Marching into oldies here on our first Monday here. How about it? I'm so young and you're so old. This, my darling, I've been told. I don't care what they say, 'cause forever I will pray. You and I will be as free as the birds up in the tree. Oh, please stay by me, Diana. Thrills I get when you hold me tight. Oh, my darling, you're the most. I love you, but you don't love me. Oh, Diana, can't you see? I love you with all my heart, and I hope we'll never part. Oh, please stay with me, Diana. Oh, my darling, oh, my lover, tell me that there is no other. I love you with all my heart. Oh, 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 oh. Only you can take my heart. Only you can tear it apart. When you hold me in loving arms, I can feel you giving all your charms. Hold me, darling, oh, hold me tight. Squeeze me, baby, with all your might. Oh, please stay by me, Diana. Oh, please, Diana. Oh, please, Diana. Oh, yeah. Oh, please, Diana. Thank you, Paul Anka, making that a big, huge hit. Monday show here. Let's go back. Damn. Whoa. Give it to me now. All right. Feel free to move around the cabin. Ain't nothing from nothing leaves nothing, right? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. That has something if you want to be with me. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. Yeah, that's right. Woo. So I'm not trying to be your hero, but that zero is too cold for me. I'm not trying to be your highness. That minus is too cold to see. Yeah. Go back and do a song made famous by Mr. Michael Bublé in a show today. You know, everybody loves to be home, and we know there's nothing like home. You and I today in our special Monday show. Another summer day is come and gone away, and Paris or Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel alone, just wanna go home. Oh, I miss you so. I've been keeping on your letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or two. I'm fine, baby, how are you? I would send them that, I know that's just not enough. My words, they were cold and flat. You deserve more than that. Yo. Another airplane has come and gone away. I'm lucky, I know, I don't wanna go home. I gotta go home. Let me go home. Just too far, far from where you are. Wanna come home. Oh yeah. La 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 la. And I'm feeling like I'm living someone else's life. It's like I just stepped outside. Everything was going right, and I know just why you could not come home with me. That this was not your dream. You always believed in me. Yeah. Another winter day is come and gone away, and if Paris or Rome, I wanna go home. Me go home. I'm surrounded by a million people, I still feel alone. I wanna go home. Oh, I wanna go home. Let me go home. I've had my run, baby, I'm done. Wanna go home. Let me go home. Be alright. I'll be home tonight. Oh, I'm coming back home. Just love that song, Michael Bublé. No place like home, right? Hi everyone, I'm Steve Summers. Thank you so much for joining me. Our show here on Monday. It's our live broadcast from Phoenix, Arizona, and I hope this day finds you happy. I hope it finds you healthy. And somebody else here, by the way, having a birthday today. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think this guy sitting in the middle is? The guy with a cigarette. Well, I'll give you a hint. American record producer, was an American producer for The Doors. Other folks, Janis Joplin, let's see, good night, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Joni Mitchell, Neil Young. Anyway, unfortunately, we lost him in 1995, but ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here, this record producer, is the one who is responsible for many great songs. Record producer, can I help? A record producer, oftentimes people often wonder, you know, what does a record producer do? A record producer makes sure that the song created can sound its absolute best, from sound to background sound to notes, lyrics, how songs, songs are like canvases of paint. When you're painting a blank canvas, a producer is oftentimes one who actually has the brush. The musicians are there, they're putting together the music, but the producer has a huge say-so in the final product. And as such, one of the big songs ended up being a hit for the group, Mr. Late Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison of the Doors. The Doors' big song that he produced was a song called Light My Fire. Happy birthday to the late Paul Rothchild today. Paul Rothchild. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a lie if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Trying to set my night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mind. Trying to we can only lose, and our love becomes a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Trying to set the night on fire. Yeah! Come on! Time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Trying we can only lose, and our love becomes a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Trying to set my night on fire. I would be a liar if I was to say to you, yeah, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Trying to set the night on 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 fire. Happy birthday to the late Paul Rothchild, who actually produced that song many, many moons ago for the group The Doors. Thank you so much. One of those great songs going back a little ways. Let's go back. We had a request for Cynthia watching the show today. Oh my goodness, Cynthia, thank you so much. Watching down there in green country down in southern Texas. Woo. This one's for you. Two young people about a thing. Some say bound, spread their wings and settle down. Just what they need, just living on love. She don't care what's in style. She just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, just living on love. All right, here we go now. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme. Living on love. You sound simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough. Just living on love. Alright, give it to me now, here we go. Oh yeah. Give me that fiddle. still they sing, side by side on that front porch swing, just living on love. He can't see anymore. She can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand, they'll walk through the door, just living on love. Sing it if you know it, come on. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme. Living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough. Just living on love. One more time, come on. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, loving ain't worth a dime. Just like that old-fashioned storybook rhyme. Living on love. It sounds simple, it's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough. Just living on love. No, it doesn't take much, you get enough. Just living on love. Oh yeah, yeah. Mr. Alan Jackson for our folks down there listening in Texas town this weekend. Thank you guys so much. Here's a song played by the great John Denver. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. Let me live my life to you. Come let me love you, come love me again. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Love that song. Thank you for that request today in our special show. A couple of country songs back to back there. By the way, we have another birthday we need to share today. Oh my goodness. Do we have the right birthday up by chance? How many of you guys know who this gentleman is right here? Let me put him up on the screen. How many of you know who this guy is? Anybody know who this guy is? This guy right here you will probably remember him if you kind of go back a little bit of time here to the time. Remember back in the day, Mr. Buddy Holly? Remember Buddy Holly? Well, this guy right here was one of the Crickets, along with the 1957 hit "That'll Be the Day," #1 song here in America. It doesn't matter anymore. Plus 15 other great huge hits. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Glenn Hardin celebrating a birthday today. Glenn Hardin, pianist, keyboard player. Of course, we all remember him from the incredible Crickets back in the day, and I thought it might be fitting to do some Crickets music today. Is that a red mark on my forehead? From that doggone hat. Let's go back, shall we? Come on. Well, that'll be the day you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day you say goodbye. Oh, you say you're gonna leave. That ain't no lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, you give all your loving and your turtle loving and all your hugs and kisses, your money too. Well, you know you love me, baby. Still, you tell me, baby, that someday, well, I'll be blue. Yeah, that'll be the day you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day you make me cry. Yeah, say you're gonna leave. That ain't a lie, no, that'll be the day when I die. Say you're gonna leave, you know that's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day that I die. When the Cupid then he shot his dot, he shot him at your heart. So if we ever part and I leave you, well, so sit and hold me, baby, and tell me boldly that someday when I'll be, well, that'll be the day you say goodbye. Yeah, that'll be the day when you make me cry. Say, yeah, you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Yeah, that'll be the day. Ooh, that'll be the day. Ooh, that'll be the day. Ooh, that'll be the day that I die. Yeah. I love that song today. Hey, it's on the half hour. You know what time it is. Let's do this thing. Come on. All right. Time now, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is on the half hour. We do it each and every half hour here on our show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thanks to the wonderful folks over at Link Senior at linksenior.com for making it happen. We love trivia questions here, and we love throwing you guys off a little bit. So, hey, thank you especially to the folks over at the Trivia Channel for making it happen. Trivia Channel, check them out on YouTube. A whole line of great trivia, including this one right here as we start our show off today. Now, here's how it works. We ask the questions. We give you 3 answers. Take a guess. If you get it right, great. If you get it wrong, then we pick you up head first and we throw you out in the front yard. No, I'm kidding. We don't do that. Actually, if you get it wrong, you learn something in the process. That's what it's all about. What pet does Inspector Gadget's nemesis, Dr. Claw, have? This is a good one. I love this. What pet does Inspector Gadget's nemesis, Dr. Claw, have? Is it a cat? Meow. A dog? Woof. Or a snake? I don't have a snake sound effect around. There we go. How about that? And see, we even do sound effects here. A cat, a dog, or a snake? We're talking about what pet does Inspector Gadget's nemesis, Dr. Claw, have? See if you got it right. These are fun questions. Even if you don't know who this is, it's still fun to guess anyway. See if you got it right. Correct answer is a cat. Meow. There you go. A cat. That's Inspector Gadget's nemesis, Dr. Claw. Ah, yes. Dr. Claw runs a synagogue called MAD, whose mascot is an evil pet named Mad Cat. There you go. Have you ever had a mad cat? In the morning, they love to wake you up. James Cook, from 1728, born that date, to 1779, was a famous explorer in which British armed service? Who do you think it was? James Cook. Some of you probably read about him in your history books? Was it the Army? Was it the Navy? Or was it the Air Force? James Cook, famous explorer in which British armed service? So if you got the first one right, or you got the first one wrong, maybe get this one right. Correct answer is Navy. That's right. Navy. James Cook, famous explorer, British armed service. There he is back in the day, 1779, long before TV. And there you have it, the Navy, with a little video crackle crew. There we go. He was a British explorer, and it was achieved the first recorded Europe deal there. So anyway, we're having a little bit of digital fallacy over here on the right. Yes, I said fallacy on this show. There we go. All right, explorer. He was in the Royal Navy. He achieved the first recorded European contact with the east coastline of Australia. And that is the history right there. He was part of the Navy. All right, next question. A weird video anomaly here on our show that very rarely ever happens. It happens all the time. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which needs are the most fundamental? Is it self-actualization? Is it love and belonging? Or is it physiological? What do you think it is? According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which needs are most fundamental? Self-actualization, love and belonging, or physiological? Let's see if you got that right. We've got our psychology questions today. We've got to have some psychology questions on our show, right? All right. See if you got it right. Correct answer is, and I'm pointing at it, physiological. There you go. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. There they are. According to Maslow's physiological needs, the universal human needs for human survival, some of these needs include water, air, food, health, and sleep. And there you have it, physiological. And that is part of it. All right, next question. How did Clementine die in the song My Darling Clementine? Well, that's pretty uplifting. How did Clementine die in the song My Darling Clementine? Think about it. Think about the song. I'll give you a couple of minutes here. How did Clementine die? Shot, drowned, or strangled? Not in any certain order. How did Clementine die in the song My Darling Clementine? Let's see if you got it right. Shot, drowned, or strangled? All right. See if you got it. If you said drowned, you had it right. There you go. She let her ducks down to the river. The weather, it was fine. Stubbed her toe against a silver. Fell into the raging brine. He heard her calling, calling father. Her voice was like a chime. But alas, he was no swimmer, so he lost his Clementine. There you go. Did you get it right? How many got it right? Raise your hand. How many got it wrong and don't have any idea what we're talking about? There you go. By the way, there are multiple variations of the song that exist, but the center around Clementine, the daughter of that miner 49er and the singer's lover, one day while performing routine chores, Clementine trips and falls into a raging torrent of brine and drowns. There you go. My darling Clementine, she drowned. What is measured on the Guy-Lussac scale, or Lussac scale, would someone say? Some might say. Is it nicotine strength? Is it alcohol strength or caffeine strength? What is measured on the Gay-Lussac scale? The Gay-Lussac scale. I think I said Guy earlier. Nicotine strength, alcohol strength, or caffeine strength? See if you got it right on this one. This one is kind of a tricky question for those of you who may not have taken a science course on this, may not know it. Nicotine, alcohol, or caffeine? If you said alcohol, you had it right. There you go. Alcohol strength. The Gay-Lussac scale. Joseph Gay-Lussac was born in 1777 to 1850. Johannes Trellis developed means of measuring alcohol content. The scale Gay-Lussac developed a similar to the more commonly used alcohol by volume scale. So there you go. Some good questions today. Some of these I have not heard that one, I think probably since last year, I guess. Which of the following languages, not dialect, has the most letters in the alphabet? This is interesting. Is it the Khmer, the Latin, or the Coptic? Which of the following languages, not dialect, has the most letters in the alphabet? The Khmer, the Latin, or the Coptic? I did not know this one. I did not know this. In fact, this might be the first. It's the Khmer. There it is right there. And look at all that. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the Khmer language was the largest alphabet in the world with a total of 74 letters. consisting of 33 consonants, 23 vowels, and 12 independent vowels. The Kimmer, that is the most letters in an alphabet. I'm just glad we have the alphabet in English version. All right. In the Bible, what body of water is referenced as the Great Sea? Many of you are going to answer this correctly, and I know you will. In the Bible, what body of water is referenced as the Great Sea? Was it the Mediterranean Sea? Was it the Adriatic Sea? Or was it the Black Sea? What do you think it was? Take a guess. We're talking about the body of water referenced as the Great Sea. Mediterranean, Adriatic, or other? If you said Mediterranean Sea, you had it absolutely right. You got it right. Most of you did. Great Sea is a biblical name for the sea that lies between the European and African continents, better known as the Mediterranean Sea. There you go. I know, right? He went by so fast. All right, how many got them right? How many got them right? Most of them right. Don't be shy. Raise your hand. Even though you're right in front of your TV set or your computer right now watching this show, and you're going, I'm not going to raise my hand to some idiot who's on the other side. I can see you. I can see exactly what you're wearing blue right now. Some of you, they're green. I see some red. I see a white as well. So I see what you're doing there. I can see you. Anyway, did you get most of them right? How did you do? Did you get most of them right? Oh, you missed a few? That's okay. That's all right. We always learn something in this. It doesn't matter whether you get it right or wrong. It's all about having fun, all right? Give yourselves a big round of applause, wherever you may be. A big round. There you go. It's got to be a standing O. You got to stand O. Oh, my goodness. All right. We're going to do it again on Wednesday, so get ready for that. I think I'm having a Janet Jackson moment here. I almost had a... What's going on? My shirt is coming unbuttoned. What is happening here? I'm coming unraveled. I'm coming unraveled as we speak. All right, does that look better? Oh, my goodness. All right, coming up in about 10 minutes, we got Today in History on the way. By the way, we have to mention that today, where is it? Today is Adult Autism Awareness Day today, for those of you who don't know it. Adult Autism Awareness Day is observed by autistic adults and their loved ones each year on this date. Usually happens the following Monday of Easter, also known as Autism Spectrum Disorder, or ASD. It can be identified as a broad range of conditions that are characterized by challenges pertaining to social skills, repetitive behavior, speech, nonverbal communication. Anyway, statistics show that in the United States, autism affects an estimated 1 in 54 children today, if you can imagine that. 1 in 54. And it's important to realize that there's no one type of autism at all. I mean, these conditions are often individualistic, so everybody's a little bit different. Adults with autism are also significant contributors to fields of art, commerce, science, and more. Very intelligent folks. So we hope this day that make life a little more convenient for autistic adults today as we remember them on Adult Autistic Awareness Day today. Thank you so much for being so much a part of it. We love you out there. No matter where you are, thanks to you for making this world go round. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Let's go back and do a song. You know what? Let's do one. One of my all-time favorite songs is one done by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band that I absolutely loved. You might remember the story of the old man and his dog. Well, there's a song, Mr. Bob Jangles. This song goes back a little ways. We love singing this here. We'll journey into the back patio of the studio here on this one. I knew a man, Bob Jangles, and he danced with you. Worn-out shoes, silver hair and ragged shirt and baggy pants. Your soft shoe jumped so high. And then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. When I was down and out, looked to be the eyes of age. As the smoke ran out, talked of life. And and he laughed and clicked his heels instead. Said his name, Bob Jangles, and he danced a leg across the sail. He grabbed his pants and feathered stance for a jump so high. Then he clinked his heels, let go and laugh, let go and laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. Mr. Bob Jangles, Mr. Bob Jangles, Mr. Bob Jangles, dance for those minstrel shows and county fairs throughout the South. Spoke the tears of 15 years, how his dog and him traveled about. His dog up and died, up and died. After 20 years he still breathes. Said I dance now at every chance in honky-tonk for drinks and tips. Most of the time I spend behind these county bars, 'cause I drink a bit. He shook his head as he shook his head. Heard someone ask him, please, please, Mr. Bob Jangles, Mr. Bob Jangles, Mr. Bob Jangles, dance. I love that song, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Bob Jangles here on our show today. So glad you're with me. Thank you to wonderful folks over at Link Senior. LinkedSenior.com. Check out the website. We appreciate it. Oh, yeah. I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like dancing today. Is that all right? All right, here we go. The ink is black, the sage is white. Together we learn to read and write. Child is black, the child is white. The whole world looks upon the side, a beautiful sight. And now a child can understand this is the law of all the land, all the land. The world is black, the world is white, turns by day, then by night. A child is black, a child is white. Together they grow to see the light, to see the light. And now at last you plainly see we'll have a dance of liberty, liberty. The world is black, the world is white, turns by day, then by night. The child is black, the child is white. Whole world looks upon a sight, a beautiful sight. The world is black, the world is white. It turns by day, but then by night. A child is black, a child is white. Together they grow to see the light, to see the light. The world is black, the world is white. It turns by day, but in by night. A child is black, a child is white. Together they grow out what happened today in history, shall we? Come on.
This day in history.
April 18th, 1906. A devastating earthquake strikes San Francisco, flattening buildings and setting off raging fires. Estimates of the final death toll range between 3,000 and 6,000 in one of the worst natural disasters ever to hit an American city. 1775. In Massachusetts, several Post riders set out to warn colonists of the British attack that starts the American Revolution. One patriotic myth growing out of that movement begins with a Henry Wadsworth Longfellow poem called Paul Revere's Ride. 1983. A suicide bomber kills 63 people, including 17 Americans, at the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon's capital, Beirut. 1955. Physicist Albert Einstein, considered the greatest scientist of the 20th century, dies in Princeton, New Jersey. He was 76. And 1999. Hockey legend Wayne Gretzky plays his last NHL game at New York's Madison Square Garden. Gretzky, nicknamed the Great One for setting so many records, says it's time to move on.
It's hard. This is a great game, but it's a hard game, and I'm ready.
Today in history, April 18th. Ed Donahue, The Associated Press.
This day in history.
Ah, yes, today in history. Oh, my goodness. Love it, love it, love it. It's going back. And happy Monday to you.
It's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear you whispering words that melt everyone. You stay so cold. My Mona Lisa, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason. Step into my groove. Yeah.
And if this life ain't good enough, I would give my life to lift you up. If I could change my life to better suit your mood. Yeah, 'cause you're so smooth. And it's just like the ocean under the moon. It's the same as sweet emotion that I get to you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, if you would leave it be a crying shame. In every breath, every word, I hear your name calling out to me again. Behind the barrio, you hear my rhythm on the radio. You feel the turning of the world, so soft and slow, turning you around, round, round, round.
If you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my life to lift you up. I can change my life to better suit your mood. Because you're so smooth. Well, you were just like the ocean under the moon. And it's the same as sweet emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Whoa! Just like the ocean under the moon, and it's the same as sweet emotion that I get from you. you go. Smooth Rob Thomas on our show today as we get to wrap things up today. I would be remiss if we did not bring out this guy right here. Who do you think this guy is right here? I almost poked him in the eye. This guy right here. British musician who came to prominence as a guitarist, a flutist, a saxophonist with Manfred Mann. Had the 1964 hit Do-Wah-Diddy, went all the way to #1. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Vickers today. Mike Vickers, there he is, right there. Born in 1942. Happy birthday to the late, great Mike Vickers. What a great band back then. It was kind of like one of those bands where you thought, wow, this group is like totally different from anything I've ever, and you were absolutely right. Shall we go back and do this one right here? Absolutely, come on. There she was, just walking down the street singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Snapping the fingers, just shoving at her feet singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. She looked good, she looked fine, she looked good, she looked fine, and I nearly lost my mind. Before we knew it, she was walking next to me singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Holding my hand just as natural as could be, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We walked on to my door. We walked on to my door, then we kissed a little more. Oh, yes I knew we was falling in love. Yes I did, and so I told her all the things I'm dreaming of. Together nearly every single day, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We're so happy that is how we're gonna stay, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Well, I'm hers, and she's mine, and I'm hers, and she's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Oh, all I knew we were falling in love. I did, and I told her all the things we've been dreaming of. Now we're together nearly every single day, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We're so happy, and that's we're gonna stay, singing do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Well, I'm hers, and she's mine, and I'm hers, she's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Whoa! Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. I'll sing it to me. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Y'all, thank you so much for watching the show today. It is with a lot of heart and a lot of soul that we put our show together. And we thank you so much for joining me today. Our wonderful sponsor, of course, Link Senior at linksenior.com as we wrap things up on our Monday. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, right here. I hope you have a great rest of the day and a wonderful Tuesday. Hey there, Delilah, what it's like in New York City. I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can shine as bright as you, swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. Right here, if you're lonely, give this song another listen. Close your eyes, listen to my voice and smile the skies by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but just believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Hey there, Delilah, I've got so much left to say. If Every simple song I wrote to you would take your breath away. I'd write it all. Even more in love with me, you'd fall. We'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 1,000 miles seems pretty far. They've got plans and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Friends would make fun of us. We'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Lila, I can promise you, by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the same. You're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and then I'll make the history like I do. You know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Oh, 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 Y'all, thank you so much for watching the show today. I love you with all my heart. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. God bless. Talk to you soon. See you soon, folks.
That's all, folks.